out of nonsense. And today is Tuesday, and I forgot to turn my notifications off, so let me go ahead and do that real quick. Okay, before the party gets started here. No, you can never find stuff when you want it. All right, there we go. Do not disturb Kevin while doing his show. Okay, make sure everything's lined up. Okay, that looks about even. Sorry, my OCD kicks in right about now. Yeah, got to be leveled, man. Got to be leveled, or to mess with me. Whole time I'll be like, hey, that's not leveled. Okay, bring it a little closer. There it is. All right, I think I can live with that. Anyway, welcome to the show. Today is Tuesday. I don't know. It's getting close to spring. I know that. That sounds cool. It was kind of hot today while I was out there working on the man truck. Yesterday too. So I better go ahead and switch up my attire tomorrow, lest I pass out from a heat stroke. We don't want that. We don't want that. What would happen to Kevin's Corner if that happened? So I have to switch it up because you never know. Next week it might be like 0 below, 10 inches of snow. You don't know. Climate change. Anyway, so I want y'all guys to hit the like button, share my videos, follow me on the other social media platforms and all of that good stuff. I'm going to get it out the way up front so we don't have to worry about this afterwards. But while I am waiting for people to log in, I'm assuming that y'all can hear me and see me. So, I know what I forgot to do, to check and make sure that I'm logged in on my alternative show. See if I got a notification. There it is. Well, look at that. YouTube had the nerve to do stuff. Can't believe it. All right, so let's click on it. There we go. All right, now let the commercial play. You see that? I'm getting high off my own supply, y'all. Let that commercial play. There it is. Now, with that being said, since y'all can hear me, let's go ahead. Let me get loose. While I rock the planet. Real gold of love. Real gold of love. Real gold of love. It's the kings in the building. Gorillas in here. Gorillas in here. Gorillas in here. Gorillas in here. You better believe it, man. Nobody wants to tangle with the gorilla clan. Dang on it. You think we plan? We don't be up in there playing in the gorilla clan. We come for real. So with that being said, I do have a real Kevin's Corner store. So please check that out in your leisure. You got all kind of merch in there. You can support the channel. That number 330-974-4607. If you text MAGA to that number, you'll stay connected just in case they try to unexist me on this channel here. And finally, if you want to support the channel through my Cash App, my PayPal, you can do that as well. It's accessible in every video I make. The link is below. Now, with that being said, guys, boy, we keep winning. All we do is win, win, win. Yeah, man, we are all and all of the roadblocks and all of the tricks and stuff they try to, stick their foot out to make us fall. It just keeps backfiring. And we're going to be going through some of those attempts tonight because they're just not learning. Right now, they're in disarray. They got Elon Musk digging into them through Doge. And it's amazing how the fake news is concerned about government spending. They're concerned about Doge and all of that stuff. Why is it that every time the Democrats are concerned about something, the fake news is concerned about the same thing? Isn't that odd? Y'all ever make that connection? I'm sitting there thinking, what, are y'all related? Is this one of those things that, yo, man, you offended my cousin, even though my cousin been acting up out in the street, shooting, out there thumping, breaking into stuff, robbing folks, selling drugs. But since it's my cousin, now I got an invested interest. You mess with my cousin, now you mess with me. See, usually that only happens when you have a relationship. See, so I'm wondering, why is it that the fake news is responding to everything the Democrats respond to as if they got a personal relationship? You shouldn't be this invested in what happens to Doge and what happens to, government spending and stuff like that. You shouldn't be that invested if you, for whatever reason, ain't connected with the Democrats. And the Democrats shouldn't be that invested. Why are they so upset about this? You know what I'm saying? They should be going, man, that ain't my money. I mean, you know what I'm saying? All right, go ahead in there, dig it out, find out what's going on in there so we can cut that mess, because I'm not benefiting from it. But they're going at it like they are personally connected to the money. Ain't that a trip? See, usually when you start getting mad over something and defending it, you got to ask yourself, why are you so interested in this? Because you know these Democrats don't care about the public servants and the workers and the men and women that are all in these agencies that are being cut loose and all of the, you know they don't care about that. You know they don't care about the kids with the Ebola and don't worry, the people over in Pakistan. And you know they don't care about none of that. So it got to be something deeper than what they're telling you. Because see, we got a pattern of this. Every time they jump out there talking about something's going on over here, we need to protect these people, we need to do this and this and that. Soon as they start talking about that, you got to go ahead and overlook what they initially say. They come out and they talk about the kids. That we're protecting the kids and this and that, and separation of parents and family and stuff like that. We don't want that. We don't want that. And I'm saying, are you really worried about those kids? Because if you were worried about the kids being separated from their parents, you probably would be running 24/7 footage, okay, about what happened to those over 300,000 kids that went missing under Biden. That's my thought. If you were really thinking about the kids and separation of parents. Sounds like those kids have been separated from their parents for quite some time. Don't even know where they're at. But you'll hear them say stuff like that. You'll hear them come out and talk about asylum seekers and the dreamers and stuff. You never look at the surface narrative, see? So now all of this stuff about what Elon is doing and what Trump is doing, you know, and they're looking out for the workers. No, they're looking out for themselves. Yeah, they don't want nobody snooping around in their books. Okay, they don't want nobody going in there and saying, hey, where'd this money go to? Why'd this money go to? What are they doing with this money? They don't want that mess. So they're doing everything to sow chaos and to throw mud on Trump as he begins his second presidency. But it seems to not be working. So we're going to have a little fun at their expense watching them do everything they can, throw all kind of spaghetti on the wall, and it just keeps sliding right off. Nothing sticking. Starting off with the Tin Man, y'all. Check him out. Y'all ready for the Tin Man? Yeah, this is take on it.
We have the Republicans on the run on 3 core issues.
Wishful thinking. Y'all see the Tin Man coming out. Oh, you can. Oh, you can. Slide some oil to me. This dude right here talks like the Tin Man. So let's go ahead and listen to Hawker Jeffries lie about having the Republicans on the run. So now he's coming out trying to dispel the rumor that he's a weak leader. See, that ain't a rumor, it's the truth. Okay. So now he, you know, remember he came out and made that confession. What are we going to do? I mean, they got the House, the Senate. We're pretty much powerless. And he got a lot of flack for that. So now all of a sudden the Tin Man's coming out talking about we got the Republicans on the run in 3 areas. Now, I'm interested in this. He don't sound too confident. Sound like that man right there is focused on a teleprompter as he sits back trying to convince himself that this is the truth.
They are on the run in terms of the economy. In fact, Donald Trump and Republicans are crashing the economy in real time. We have them on the run in terms of healthcare, particularly as it relates to Medicaid. And we have them on the run with respect to the GOP tax scam. And all of that is being done in service of trying to pass massive tax breaks for their billionaire donors like Elon Musk.
Now, you knew that was coming. Got to slide some Musk in there somewhere. So make up these areas talking about we got them on the run. See, this is so y'all could think that the Democrat Party isn't so innocuous. You know what I mean? We got to make y'all think we're doing stuff. We got them on the run. Because, see, recently they've been getting trashed. It's been loss after loss. In fact, the only people on the run is them. Chasing Elon Musk around, chasing big balls around, chasing Trump around, chasing down all of these narratives and all of this stuff and coming up with this lie. Next thing you know, wait, we got to run over here and get them. Hey, bring the choir, bring the choir. All the choir following them over to this. Yeah, come on, sing the song nobody knows. Sing the song. All these crazy people getting up singing songs. And here he is talking about, we got the Republicans on the run. Only people on the run are these people right here. So now he's thinking, y'all, that he could convince their last few voters that, look, we're doing stuff. We're winning. We're winning.
And wealthy corporations. So we have them on the run, and we're going to keep our foot on the gas pedal.
We have them on the run, and we're going to keep our foot on. That man might as well be a robot. I'm surprised he's not beeping. Beep, 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 beep. We beep. Have them on the run.
We're screwed. I mean, we don't know. No, Democrats don't know what to do.
Oh, snap. I'm sorry. I wasn't expecting that. After Hawker Jeffries just came out talking reckless, talking about we got him on the run, y'all. We got him on the run. And then one of their biggest supporters, Crying Van Jones, came out the blocks talking about, man, we're screwed. That don't sound like you got anybody on the run. When you got one of the biggest sycophants like this guy talking about we're screwed, the guy who will do everything he can to make the Democrats look positive, and his opening statement is, we're screwed. Yeah, y'all are screwed. After what we've been watching out of y'all, especially this last week, and all the performances and all of the coordination and the video recording and the walking around with little teeny fake mics and, you know, TikToking and dancing and all of that stuff. After watching that, yeah, you're screwed. Watching you guys with the paddle balls at, you know, and stuff like that. Watching that, yeah, you're screwed. After watching them be rude and insensitive and heartless during some of the most emotional moments of Trump's speech, and everybody looked at that and said, that don't look right. Yeah, you're screwed. Continue, Crying Van.
This is a nightmare. You know, somebody like Donald Trump, we thought we'd at least have, you know, Hakeem Jeffries in the speaker's chair to hold him back if we didn't have Kamala in there to do the right thing.
Wow. So he just gave Hawker Jeffries a punch to the nasophagus right there. Right there. I thought we at least have Hakeem Jeffries in the seat to try to hold him back. He is in the seat. Oh, which is basically saying he ain't doing nothing. He's useless. He's in the seat for nothing. That's what you're saying. There, we got him up there. He's in the seat, but he's in the seat for nothing. He's a powerless king. There you go. He's for show. That's all it is. So, yeah, here he is making a harsh confession. Now look at this face. You see that? That's the face of gloating. There it is. The Republican owner like, yes, continue, my child. He got the smug face like, music to my ears, music to my ears. I'm loving hearing Van Jones have to make these confessions. Say some more, Van.
Listen, the Democratic Party is going through a massive set of internal crises. You have a party that got trapped two ways. One, defending a broken status quo.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, see, that's the problem. They don't know what bandwagons to jump on or not. It's amazing to me. You would think their political instinct is to jump on the bandwagon that everybody's on, but not them. They're jumping on the bandwagon that all of the public is saying, why are y'all defending these institutions? Why are y'all mad that they're talking about getting rid of IRS folks? Why are y'all upset that they're talking about kicking out a $5,000 rebate? Why are y'all upset that they're finding all of this useless spending and gutting it and trimming the fat? Why are y'all upset? Okay. The reason y'all can't take the side of the people is because y'all got investments over here. See, if y'all didn't have any ties to all of this money going all over the place, y'all wouldn't be there. Y'all would definitely be taking the side somehow of the population that's saying, yeah, we need to get in there and keep digging. But because by digging, you might stumble across a whole bunch of Democrats and Republicans that got ties to all of this money going all over the place. Now it seems strange. I'm sitting like, what? That's not even good political instinct. Why would y'all defend the bureaucracy? Why would y'all jump over there and act like, you know what, we got to fight to the death to protect these institutions? Unless y'all got an investment over there. Unless by looking into this, we might stumble across some of y'all shenanigans. So y'all have no choice but to take the side of the minority. Y'all got no choice but to protect these institutions. So what else, Van? What's number two?
That nobody likes because they thought that Donald Trump was going to make it worse. But when you're defending a status quo, you're going to lose. And then offending most people in the country, calling everybody sexist and racist and transphobic and every other name.
Boy, they thought that was a winning strategy. All right, vote for us. So why should we vote for y'all? What? Are you a racist? I mean, only a white nationalist would say that. Only a white nationalist would say that. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't think I was a white nationalist. I mean, my wife is black. This doesn't matter. You're still a white, black, married nationalist. Now, what was your question again? Well, I mean, I thought I could ask some questions, but I guess I'm just a white nationalist if I ask. But I do have one about the borders. What? Now you're a xenophobe too? He's a white nationalist and a xenophobe. Now go down there and vote for us, okay? See you in November. You think that's a good strategy? Nobody wants to be bullied into voting for them. But that's why they're struggling right now. Because they saw that didn't work. Now what are they left with? They done spent all their chips. They done shot all their bullets. Racism, sexism, xenophobia, transphobia. Click it, click it, click it, click it. Oh, shoot. Wait a minute. Let me try to reload. Too late. Too late. So, yeah, they done fired all that mess, and now they're expecting people to rally around them. See, now, it would be maybe a chance for them to survive if what Trump had put together wasn't solid, wasn't hopeful, wasn't working. You know, all of these things. If they, but see, they're in a jam now because they're going, this dude is getting in there. He's moving with lightning speed. He's getting results. And here we are just chasing him around whining. We ain't got no policies because our whole strategy was revolving around white nationalist, xenophobe, Hitler, Trump's a racist, a white supremacist. It was all revolving around that. And then, of course, collecting all of this money to run our campaigns, to push propaganda and this and that from the very institutions that him, Elon, and Big Balls are tearing down. What we gonna be left with, man? They taking away all our weapons. They done stole Twitter right out from under our nose. We ain't got Twitter to be out there pushing propaganda. Now we on our own, man. Gotta get off on your own, Dems. Gotta get off on your own. You gotta get off on your own. Dems. Gotta get off on your own. And they can't. So now let's continue because Van Jones, I'm surprised he ain't boo-hooing right now.
And then say, please follow us. That's not a good strategy, folks.
No, it's not.
Defending a broken status quo and offending most of the country turns out is not as popular as my party thought it was going to be.
Yeah, but Van, I don't want to hear much out of you right now. Because you sat back and watched that mess. Probably participated in quite a bit of it. I'm sure I could go back online and find Van Jones up here at the racism, sexism with that lisp sounding like Sylvester the Cat. So now I'm sure Van Jones got a whole bunch of white nationalists, white xenophobe, homophobes on his lips too. So you should have been calling that mess out when it was happening. Okay? I mean, you got to be kidding me. It was extremely obvious. I'm sitting there going, okay, this is the 21st century and y'all are out here talking like it is 1902. Y'all are pushing this propaganda like for some reason we went backwards out of nowhere. All through the 80s, I wasn't hearing about a whole bunch of racism, xenophobia, homophobia. Wasn't even no such thing as transphobes back then because no such thing was transgender folks. Yeah, we wasn't hearing about none of that. We thought racism was on the run, just like the King Jeffrey, that robot, said we have the Republicans. We had racism on the run, sexism on the run. And then all of a sudden, you know, we get all the way up to the mid-2000s, you know, 2012, you know, sudden 13, we start hearing about stuff and I'm going, wait a minute, man, where's all this racism coming from? Oh, the Democrats then came up with a new strategy. Yeah, they put all of their eggs in that basket and boy, those eggs rotted, man. So how they gonna change that? Now, I would love to see going forward if any of these dodo birds are listening to people like Van Jones right now. I wonder, moving forward, are they going to resist the temptation when they present their new platform of calling everybody racist, xenophobes, homophobes? You know how tough that's going to be for them? They're going to be like, we now support the working men and women of the country and addressing some of the current policies such as men and women in sports. We no longer take the position of the transphobes out there that have a problem. I'm sorry. I meant to say of the common sense people. It's greater than them. They're going to have a hard time resisting doing it because that's what they've been doing for quite some time.
And so it's going to take a while.
If you do something creative, you're going to get criticism, right?
Okay. So they sent one of the propagandists, one of their people in the Democrat Party with the wild hair. Here she is coming out, and she's going to talk about why they all are getting criticized, especially with the stunt that they pulled while they were at, Trump's speech with all the paddle balls. And then, of course, there's the dancing. Then there was the Wicked Witch that I showed y'all last night with the purple hair. She's about 90. Now, all of a sudden, she's hip. She's coming out like, yo, y'all. You know what I'm saying? That is straight up sus. You dig what I'm saying? I'm laying it down on you heavy, baby. Give me 5 on the backside. Okay. Yeah. She came out doing all kind of stuff. So yeah, they're looking stupid, and this woman's trying to defend it, and Scott's gonna bring something up, and watch this, y'all.
But I actually applaud them for trying to do something different. And here's the reality.
Look at Scott.
7 million followers, whether you think it's cringe or you like it, we're on CNN on a Thursday night, and we're talking about it on national.
Negatively. Reggie, you think it's cringe or not? We're on CNN talking about it. No, this ain't the type of PR you want. Especially when you're talking about it on fake news CNN, and they're going, a little cringy. That didn't work the way they thought it was going to work. So now, watch Scott say something, and look at this woman's reaction. See, this is why they'll never learn, and I'm okay with it.
TV.
But I guess my question is, to what end? I don't get it. Like, I
Look at
don't.
Scott.
I mean, maybe you will get 7 million eyeballs, but what is the?
Yeah, 7 million eyeballs laughing at y'all. Y'all see Scott like, yep. He's sitting there going, boy, I tell you, I can't wait. I can't hold it back anymore. I try to sit here and listen to the lady with the wild hair, sit back and talk about this like it's a good thing. I mean, we are doing stuff, regardless whether it's negative or positive and this and that. Well, Scott's now going to try to help her out. And this is what Democrats do when you try to help them, y'all.
The point.
I am not accustomed to helping your party do anything.
Yep.
But let me give you some advice. This was the dumbest thing I've ever seen. And if you read the comments today, Lord have mercy. Look, scrambling for new social media and communication strategies is not a replacement for fixing what's actually wrong.
Boy, wow. Why don't you tell her how you really feel, Scott? First of all, you're dumb. You come out here, you don't have anything on your brain. You're an idiot. I don't even understand why you joined the Democrat Party. You got to be stupid. Only stupid people would do that. Boy, I tell you, and you know what? So he just came straight out, dropped it on her, and watch her response. Just like anybody who can't handle the truth about themselves, they get defensive and deflect. Watch this.
Your party has a 21% approval rating right now, Congressional Democrats.
Well, let's talk about fixing what's wrong.
Yeah.
Donald Trump.
There it is. Yeah. Let's talk about fixing what's wrong. I don't even want you to finish telling our audience how garbage we are. I don't want you to finish that. Now I got to go ahead and cut that off, okay, and overtalk you and say, let's talk about what's wrong. Donald Trump, y'all. See, that's why they'll never get better. There you go. Yeah, it's not their fault. It's Donald Trump. So let's talk about what's wrong.
Doing nothing for the American people.
Nothing for the American people.
But he's doing nothing for the
Go to the
American
talking
people.
points.
And so
He's not lowering the cost of living.
Advice
He
would be
tells lies.
fix the policy.
Not lowering the cost of living in, 40 days or something like that? He tells lies. They've been saying this forever. Donald Trump tells 18 million lies a second. Donald Trump's the biggest liar we ever heard. And the funny part about it is CNN right now holds the record. It's a tight one. I don't know. Between MSNBC and CNN, but see, CNN is the original fake news. They're the ones where it all started from. But here she is. Donald Trump tells lies. The Democrats are the father and mother of all lies. Satan dwells within that whole party. He's like, yes, gather around me, liars. Gather around me. All right, let's see. The agenda for the day, more lies. Go out and tell them, my children. And that's what they do. Like this woman is doing right here.
And leave the gimmicks behind.
Yes,
Leave the gimmicks behind. Thank you. But see, she's not able to take that advice. See, Scott tried to help her out. And, this is what you get, Scott. This is what you get for trying to help the Democrats. They don't listen. Now we go back to this brother right here. He got a couple words to say, too. And once again, the Democrat propagandist on the set gonna try to railroad him. Here we go.
Is frankly an irrelevant political party. They don't have a message.
Oh! He just said the Democrat Party is becoming an irrelevant political party. True. Yeah, nobody listens to what they say. It's like we hear you talking, but we don't hear you. Y'all are now starting to become like children, where the parents just hear you as background noise. Yeah, all of the whining, all of the playing, all of the screaming and crying and stuff. Yeah, until something serious happens. Most of the time it's just stop it. Yeah, my friends got kids. I went down to visit them. They have 3 kids. I almost had a nervous breakdown within the first half an hour. Sit down, start talking. Hey, look what I can do. And they're just supposed to sit there looking at me talking. And I'm going, yeah, that's nice. Anyway, so what I was saying, hey, you, look, I can do a handstand. I can do it. Oh, okay. And I'm sitting there like, nobody sees this. Nobody's hearing this. All this noise, all this mess going around. Start the whooping. Somebody go to whooping. It was like they didn't even hear them. They blended in. It was like, yeah, I feel you. So how's things going? And I'm going, things aren't going too well right now because I can't hear myself think. But they have made those kids become background noise. Same thing with the Democrats. Democrats get on TV. Elon Musk, he's trying to get their billionaires and racism and homo. Donald Trump keep playing. He keep messing with me. And Elon Musk. That's what it sounds like. Whole bunch of kids. Elon Musk, he played too much. He a punk. That's what it sounds like. Yes, we need to start the whooping. So let's continue because he just straight up said they becoming an irrelevant party. And I know that had to hurt.
Their policy positions have left cities across this country in shambles. I mean, even last night, let's just think about this for a minute.
Yeah.
The president highlighted DJ, the young kid who's dealing with cancer survivor.
And what happened?
They didn't even have enough decency to stand and applaud. He highlighted the mother whose daughter was killed by an illegal immigrant. They didn't stand and applaud. He talked about law enforcement, not the bad guys, but the ones who are doing good work every day across this country, keeping our cities safe. They didn't stand.
Now, you ready for this? You ready for this shite? Yeah, this woman deserves to be thrown in one big pile of shite.
Applaud. It appears to me that the Democratic Party, in my personal opinion, is a party that is in chaos right now.
You think-
they have no idea which direction.
Sir Michael,
to go.
with all due respect, you think Democrats are going to...
absolutely.
Wait, let me say this. You think Democrats should applaud Donald Trump?
Good grief. There's that point of trying to defend nonsense to where you say, I can't defend this nonsense. I can't make sense out of this nonsense. So now, here he is. He brings up all of this. He's talking about the people. Not Trump. Democrats could not respond to these people. And what does she try to do? Take the attention off the people and pretend that the reason these nasty, stinking Democrats did not get up and applaud or clap or anything for these people was not because they're nasty and funky. They didn't do it because of Donald Trump.
Idea which direction.
Sir Michael, with all due respect, you think Democrats are going to...
absolutely.
Wait, let me say this. You think Democrats should applaud Donald Trump?
See? Yeah, the chick right there in all of the purple looking like the Joker don't get it. Everybody knows that it wasn't about Trump when he was talking about all of these people. But what is she talking about? You think Democrats should applaud Donald Trump? See? And that's what got them all in trouble. Yeah, because see, that's what they was looking at. They weren't looking at DJ. They weren't looking at, all of those parents that lost people or the kids who lost their parents. None of that stuff. They weren't looking at them. All they could see is Donald Trump and all of that MAGA red. See, that's the problem. They're like bulls. They can't see nothing. As soon as they see that MAGA red, they're like, yeah, they don't know how to conduct themselves. They go straight charging. So, yep, now here she is. You think Democrats should applaud Donald Trump?
When he talks about law enforcement?
No, but a kid with cancer.
Stop.
When he talks about law enforcement, boy, this chick is dumb. Man, I wish I could have get beamed in there right now. I'd be like, what are you talking about? He's talking about DJ and DJ's love for law enforcement. Okay. And yet you want to say he's talking about law enforcement. Therefore, since Donald Trump, all of a sudden I'm trying to make this lie stick that Donald Trump doesn't love law enforcement because, J6 is the only thing they have. That's another one of those background noises, where you're just like, what? Did you hear that? What are they talking about over again? J6 again? Oh, okay. Yeah, the insurrection. I thought that they're this and that. So here she is now trying to shift this narrative and watch how he ignores her.
Stop. Let me just, no, excuse me. In that very chamber where Donald Trump's goons tried to harm the people that were sitting there applauding.
Donald Trump's goons Wait a minute. What about all the goons that's running around right now? The Democrat goons that are setting Teslas on fire and shooting up Teslas. And what about the Democrat goons that burned down cities over the whole summer? Took over 2 blocks. What about the Democrat goons that showed up at Supreme Court justices' cribs? What about those Democrat goons, huh? Or how about the Democrat goon that tried to kill one of our congressmen, shot him on a baseball field? What about those goons? Quoting Democrat stuff. Or what about the goons that tried to kill Trump? I mean, those are pretty, some raggedy goons out there. Lots of goons, man. But here she is. Those goons.
Donald Trump, you want Democrats
Look,
right?
that's how we all feel. You hear that? There it is. That is exactly how we feel when it comes down to listening to the talking points of the fake news and the Democrats. Here we go. Already know what they're going to go to.
Donald Trump.
It's not about taking advice, Julie. Some things should
No.
just simply be above politics.
Right.
And those are 3 instances where Democrats could have simply applauded.
I'm sorry.
You don't have to like the president to say these are good things.
This president
Here we go.
is cutting funding for childhood cancer. You want to know what he's cutting funding for? The NIH. The CDC. He's got a wacko as the head of HHS.
Yeah.
And you want to talk about it. I'm sorry. I'm very happy for that kid. I'm very happy for that kid. I'm glad that his lifelong dream came true and he became, a cop or whatever he wanted to become. But the bottom line is that all it does is...
Now, y'all hear that big butt that she put right after that? First of all, after all of those lies, she ends with a big butt right at the end. But I'm happy for the kid. I'm this and that. But when you say but, that means you've erased everything you just said. You negated it all. But so even though I'm happy for the kid, I mean, all that stuff, whatever, what's going on, whatever the kid, something about him, cancer and stuff like that. Anyway, but does that sound like she was really sincere about being happy for the kid? Yeah, she only used those empty words right there to get to her butt. That's what it was. It's like, just so you don't think I'm a complete animal and a cold-hearted person, I'm going to say, I'm happy for, what was the kid's name again? Something about some kid, whatever, something happened to him. Anyway, but let's get back to Donald Trump. You see? And they wonder why people despise their party.
Accentuate the horrors that Donald Trump is imposing on kids with cancer.
The horrors that Donald Trump is imposing on kids with cancer. How do you just get out there and say stuff like this? What the crap is she talking about? Show me an example. So wait, y'all. We're supposed to leave in 40 days or so. Whatever changes Donald Trump has made, whatever stuff Elon Musk has made, they'll shut down cancer research so badly that the hospitals with cancer patients and kids, sorry kids, you're not going to get your chemo because Donald Trump, he cut it all out. There's no more chemo. You're not going to be able to get your medicine. I'm sorry, everybody. That we just going to make you comfortable. And that's all we can do thanks to Donald Trump. Yeah, that's what's happening. So now she's talking about all of these kids that aren't getting nothing because of Donald Trump and they're scared. These folks are the ones that's pushing these lies and this propaganda. So if I'm a non-political person and I got a kid, or if I'm getting Medicare, or if I'm whatever, and all you hear is Donald Trump's cutting Medicare, Donald Trump's cutting you might start getting scared. So they're still pushing lies and stuff, but we're going to see by the end of tonight's show if it's working. See, we're so used to hearing all of this garbage. Now we're starting to go, should we believe their lying lips or our own eyeballs and common sense? Let's continue because they're still trying to throw roadblocks.
Pathetic, and they seemed petulant in their behavior last night. And if they think that's going to help them run to midterms next year, I say keep going.
There you go. Me too. Keep going. You see him? He listened to all of that gibberish she just threw out there. Anyway, back to what I was saying before I was interrupted by the Joker right there. But wait, y'all. I have to give credit where credit is due. There was one Democrat who acted somewhat like they had sense. Only one. Is there one? Listen to this lady, y'all. She probably got cursed out afterwards.
You surprised when you looked around and saw that you were one of the lone folks doing so among Democrats?
Well, I was a little bit surprised and disappointed. It's hard to be the only Democrat to stand up, but...
Yeah, because they do not accept anybody breaking the line, man. You got to hold the line. Unbelievable. So she said she was surprised. Now, see, you know what that is? That's like maybe she's a new freshman in the Democrat Party. And here she stood up like, okay. Yeah, I better sit down. Because you know they probably was like this. Girl, you better sit your butt down. Listen here, we don't do that. I know you're new to the party and everything. Did you go through your evil test? Did they take you through your evil test? Yeah? What did you score? What did you score? A 7? See, yeah. You're not evil enough, okay? We're all 10 and above. We're all 10 and above. So that means we sit down when we hear about wonderful stories like this. Yeah, you gotta up your evil. You gotta up your evil. See, that's what you gotta do. So now this lady with a conscience, which, like I always say, if you are a Democrat, you can only survive so long in that party if you got a conscience before it starts to tell you maybe you should go somewhere else. Either become an independent or start to look over there like Tulsi did. So now look at this woman trying to explain like it wasn't easy. Now it's a shame when this person over here got to say it wasn't easy for me to be able to stand up because my party is so stinking and evil and nasty. I felt kind of insecure. I feel kind of weird standing up like, wow, I'm sticking out like a sore thumb.
When you have a little boy who just got over brain cancer, the decision to stand was pretty easy for me because I'm glad that he survived brain cancer. I think it's nice. He wants to be a police officer.
I mean, look at the image of this right here. This is the pit. One lady standing up. And I bet you she's sitting there like, oh, God, nobody else stood. I'm the only one. I'm going to hear about this later.
And the same was true for Officer Jonathan Diller's widow. Her husband was killed in the line of duty. Her little baby son is never going to know his father. And her family made the ultimate sacrifice to try to keep us safe.
Ultimate sacrifice to try to keep us safe. Look at that. Look at that. You got one Democrat with a little bit of a conscience. And I hope her conscience grows like the Grinch that stole Christmas. I hope her heart just starts growing. I hope she's able to start going, wait a minute. I thought I was coming in this party to make a change. I thought that they would have just enough, emotion, enough conscience, sympathy, empathy, something to get up and at least kind of acknowledge that. But they didn't even do that. I'm the only one. That should tell you something. If you're the only one in that party that got up and did that, that should tell you something. Get out of here, okay? Johnny on the spot.
So you want that?
So now, back to Scott. He's emphasizing to all of these dummies right here how horrible the Democrats are, but they won't take it. And I'm okay with that.
3 weeks he could fire 75,000 people. Right?
Do you think it's a legitimate political debating point for the previous administration to have overseen historic inflation over 4 years and then you to come out and say, 4 weeks, I guess Trump's a failure.
Yeah. Because, see, that's why. They have nothing else. Yeah, their talking points are irrational. How long was Trump in? 40 days? Look, everything's going to hell and back. Jeez, oh man. Now, as bad as the last 4 years have been, I mean, from start to finish, from the rooter to the tutor, I can't think of one good thing that took place under Joe Biden from the day he was inaugurated until the day he left. Nothing but carnage. Supported by these folks lying and covering it up the whole way. Trying to sweep over all of the vomit, the poop, the pee, everything that he just laid as he walked through those 4 years. And yet here they are. Donald Trump, look, everything's going crazy now. It's only been 40 days. He said he was going to make the whole world perfect in 40 days. And it's not. It's not perfect. So now Scott got to go ahead and try to bring some type of common sense to these idiots who, once again, whole goal and objective, get out there, try to trash Trump, and make whatever audience we got left believe Trump's horrible.
On day one, I will lower.
On day one.
He has not done it. And
prices have gone up.
On your point, I agree with you that the ultimate measurement of him will be on whether people feel less economic anxiety. I disagree that he hasn't done anything. A lot of his executive orders were aimed at energy, which is, I think, the fastest thing he can do.
Energy prices are going up.
Energy regulations. But really, what he does now over the next couple of months with the Congress, I mean, his real agenda will come in the reconciliation bill. Taxes, energy, immigration. I mean, the stuff he really ran on, that's where the real policy rubber hits the road.
And these dang on Republicans better not waver. They better not break the line. I'm telling you right now, if they do, Trump, Elon, his super PAC, all of them should rain down hell on any Republican. because these Democrats are not going to vote for nothing. I'm telling you, they already are prepping to shut down the government. Yes, go ahead and do that. And then ruin the last 21% favorability that you guys got. That might just do it. That might be the blow that takes them out. So these Republicans better get their nerve together. So he has a good point. Now, Trump hasn't even had a chance to put any type of legislation or policies in place or any of this stuff. And here they are. He said on day one. He's going to make everything perfect. He didn't. It's all day 40, 2, 3, maybe something like that. But they sat back and watched Joe Biden destroy our economy and said nothing. And they actually said positive things about it. You just aren't able to see it. Y'all don't see the blessing in disguise. That's the problem.
He's going to have to get these guys in Congress to go along with him, and they're obviously, working on it right now. But if they cannot get that done, that will be a problem. But I think they'll get
all of this.
I think they'll get it done.
At the beginning.
Look at this. They're trying to take advantage of Trump's days that he's been in office. This sorry dude right here, Lou, whatever his name is, this is their statement, their criticism of Trump thus far. So now all of a sudden they're going to say Trump stinks it up, and look at the eggs and stuff. Don't forget the eggs.
Of Donald Trump's term shortly after inauguration, Donald Trump was at +6 approval. Reuters has been tracking Donald Trump's approval and disapproval for the first 30 days, and they recently released a poll showing that Donald Trump is now at -7.
What poll is he looking at? Oh, once again, making stuff up. But anyway, it doesn't matter. So let's continue.
So less than 1 month, that's a swing of 13 points. And why are Trump's numbers free falling? One reason is because Trumponomics sucks.
Oh, here we go. Yeah. Here we go. Now they want to try to come up with some gimmick, coin Trump's approach towards the economy, like Joe Biden stupidly came out, I guess it's Bidenomics. And it became a joke. The funny part about it is he's the one that came up with it. And it became a joke. I don't hear Trump talking about Trumponomics, so then they're going to try to come up with clever words that makes them sound stupid and forced because the Trumponomics sucks. It doesn't roll off the tongue like Bidenomics, but nonetheless, they're trying. Let's continue. It sucks.
Is indiscriminate tariffs are increasing prices and increasing inflation. Firing people who work on the bird flu or cutting funding to folks who work on the bird flu is going to increase egg prices. And by the way, a lot of places you can't even get eggs.
Oh. Bringing up them eggs. They are hanging on to those eggs. Will somebody go get me a bunch of rotten eggs to throw at them? Yeah, it's the eggs. It's the eggs. When in doubt, should we lean into the eggs narrative? That's all we got? Wow. Wow. It's a sad day when all we got is eggs. Did I tell you about the eggs? The prices of eggs are up. Trump said he was going to bring down the cost of eggs on day one. Day one. Look, it's day 40. The eggs are still expensive. However...
And nowhere is the harm of Trumponomics more exemplified than the Republican budget.
Joe Biden especially let the price of eggs get out of control.
Creepy was out there smashing eggs because of something bird flu or something like that. Kill the chickens, all the chickens. Now, how we gonna have eggs with no chickens? I mean, what comes first, the egg or the chicken? Don't matter. Right now, we need both. Right now, they done killed all the chickens instead of trying to find a cure for the chickens. But but just slaughter them all. And now they're whining about eggs. However,
the egg price is out of control. And we're working hard to get it back down. Secretary, do a good job on that. You inherited a total mess.
A total mess. Now, see, here's the difference between Trump's cabinet and Biden's cabinet. He have competent people in his cabinet. People who came in actually prepared to fix and solve problems. Not folks who came in that don't know what they're doing and they're there to fill a quota. Pete Buttigieg. I'm now the director of something. Transformer? No, wait, transportation. That's what I am. It says here I'm responsible for shipping and transportation. That's what my job description says. He brought in a whole bunch of people who, of course, fit all of these boxes and all of the DEI stuff and all of that and didn't know what they were doing. Folks that came in actually creating more problems than fixing them. You bring in mucus, creating the biggest problem we have in the whole country, which is a full-blown wide open border with millions of illegal immigrants in there. And yet that dude didn't get fired. Do you understand how quickly Trump would have fired somebody whose their job was to secure our border, and that was the result? So now you already know whoever Trump brought in, he's like, get it done. But see, when Democrats bring in people, it's change everything. Get in here and do all of your activism. Bring your woke ideology. We're going to reshape America. Make it woke again. Forget about knowing how to function in this role. Where's Richard? Where's Richard Levin? Oh, I'm sorry, Rachel. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to misgender you. All right, now remember, your job is not to really focus on health. It's to focus on gender-affirming care for kids. You think we hired you to actually focus on your real job description? No. Push ideology in here. But yet Trump brings in somebody and says, you got your work cut out for you. And look at this.
From the previous administration.
We're more focused on how we bring the price of eggs down and the avian bird flu for everyone. A good piece of news we just got in the last day or two is that the average cost of a dozen eggs has now gone down $1.85 since we announced our plan about...
Somebody go get Ted Lieu, because he's through. So it looks like this lady got in, and now the cost of eggs are coming down. What are they going to be left with after that? Wait, the eggs are down? Okay, well, the world isn't perfect yet. He hasn't solved climate change and world hunger. I'm pretty sure he said something about he's going to solve that. Unlike Joe Biden, who said, I'm going to cure cancer. We wouldn't have to worry about Trump, not supporting cancer research and stuff if Joe would have did his job. He told everybody he was going to cure cancer. But now they're blaming Trump. So let's continue.
A week and a half ago on February the 26th. So listen, we're going into Easter season. This is always the highest price for eggs.
Left with
going into Easter
very
season.
little to nothing.
Know that.
Well, look at this. Look at these, y'all. So now they got to, of course, attack Trump's, policies and the economy. And they want to look at, prices and how it's impacted. Now, they never covered economy and stuff like that when they were, supporting Joe Biden and all of them. And when they did, it was only to run cover for it. See, that's the problem. They didn't even want to touch on the economy unless they were forced to under Joe Biden. They were like, okay, it's so bad right now that we got to try to bring a Democrat on here and let's just sit there and listen to them tell us why it's not bad and why people need to really get the message out to the people and let them know how great Bidenomics was and this and that and run interference for them. That's what their job was. It was like, let's steer away from anything negative about the Democrats. But now when Trump's in office, it's let's hammer down these numbers. Let's get into the economy. Exactly what is he doing? Is he raising prices, lowering prices? How is these tariffs working? Well, they sent out the perfect spokesman to address this propagandist right here.
Well, look, I'm gonna repeat myself a little bit here.
Okay.
It is important that we stabilize not just our economic relationships around the globe, but also the fact that we got to secure our border and we got to stop the flow of fentanyl.
Yeah.
Give Donald Trump the opportunity to actually negotiate with the Mexican president.
No, that's not the style. That's not the style. They jump and ask questions later. Trump's supposed to have it all figured out day one. Now, here was Trump figuring out solutions before he was even inaugurated. He was solving problems prior. But they never want to talk about those things unless it was negative. He's running around acting like he's already the president. Yeah, getting hostages home and stuff like that. Who does he think he is? But now all of a sudden, they don't want to give him no time. Now, we all see the bigger picture. Yeah, at what point do we take the steps to making sure that America is no longer taken advantage of? Somebody got to rip the Band-Aid off. And what we're doing is playing a long game. Not even a long game, because I don't think it's going to take long for a lot of these things that Trump is doing to fall into place. Now, once it falls into place and smooths out, I wonder what they're going to say. I wonder those same Democrats like Lou, is he going to come back like, well, looks like we got the tariff thing worked out. Now we're making money and it's reciprocal when it comes down to the trade. And wow, the eggs are down. The A's are down, so we're running out of things to complain about. So we just come up and say the economy still sucks, even though everything seems to be working great. So let's continue, though, because now he's about to school this chick right here.
And with Canada and with China, you got to give them that opportunity. Because when prices were rising in the United States, I didn't hear CNN talking about that much. As a matter of fact, you ignored most of it. It was hurting the American people. So let the president negotiate on tariffs.
They always do that. Whenever you call out their hypocrisy, their raggedy reporting, they always got to try to slide in. That's not true. We didn't do that. We didn't do that. When they went out there and said, you know what, y'all pushed the Russia with Jake Tapper, fake crapper. You pushed the Russia collusion thing. That's not true. No, we just covered the news. No, you didn't. Yeah, y'all weren't just covering the news. Y'all were promoting propaganda and lies. But whenever you call them out, that's what we did. We did. That's not true. We all know it's true. Only people who watch your network seriously thinks that that's not true. See, anybody who watches it for laughs or just to know what our enemy is up to, they all know it's true. But anybody who's watching it like, let's see what's going on in the news today, turn on CNN. Yeah, well, what is Byron talking about? That's not true. I'm pretty sure they covered it. We don't remember, but I'm pretty sure they did it because it's CNN. It's CNN.
Policy, that is what he's doing, and it's going to work out to the better. You didn't cover it the way it needed to be covered. Let's just be perfectly honest.
Okay, well, that's a matter of opinion.
Okay, that's a matter of opinion. I'm loving it. Right now, we got them all on the run. You heard Hawker Jeffries in the beginning talking about we have Republicans on the run. No, we got the Democrats on the run. We got the fake news on the run. We're out there just talking reckless at this point to them. Man, shut up, man. Whatever, dude. Y'all didn't do nothing, man. Stop lying, fool. Anyway, what's the next question? We're out here talking reckless right now. We got them on the run.
This administration get away with it, but the
That is your
American people
opinion, but
suffer
we
as a
did.
result. Oh, no, it's not my opinion. That's a fact.
Okay, no, it's not a fact. Congressman Byron Donalds, thank you for coming on to share your points of view. We appreciate your time. And
yeah, get him out of there quickly. Get him out of there quickly, man. Because I tell you what, all it takes is a few minutes. Go. Just wait, stop. Let me Google. CNN's coverage of the Biden's economy. There we go. See? So when they come out and they say crap like that, they don't realize we got monsnage after monsnage of them doing exactly what the people that accuse them of doing you know what I mean. Anyway, now let's get to Elon, okay? Because Elon now is coming out and he's defending Doge. Now remember, he's the second most hated man in the world right now, okay? But he's going to explain what he's doing, and I love it. Because, see, people need to hear this, especially the Democrats, because he's about to call them out. Doge exposed.
But I think we're doing the right thing here. There's been a tremendous amount of waste and fraud in the government. When you're part of the government, you saw a lot of that, and there's been. If you look at the Inspector General reports and the Government Accountability Office.
Hold on, let me get smart.
There have been many audits that have pointed out that there's a tremendous amount of waste and fraud in the government. In fact, there was a report issued by the GAO, the Government Accountability Office, last year. So during the Biden administration, which estimated the federal government fraud to be $500 billion. So
$500 billion. That's a lot of money. There we go. So $500 billion equals lots of money. All right, see. When you're listening to Elon, you have to put the glasses on because that automatically makes you smart. So now I can understand math all of a sudden. $500 billion, that's the 1/2 away from $1 trillion. So there we go. Let's continue.
Just because that's not a Trump administration thing, that's a Biden administration.
Oh, it's the Biden administration.
So what we're trying to do is get that number down to a much smaller figure. Save money for the American taxpayer, stop money being spent on things that I think very few taxpayers would agree make sense.
Yeah, but the Democrats don't care about that. See, remember, they don't care about things that make sense because, see, the stuff that don't make sense, it makes sense to them because that's how they're grifted. See, when we look at things and we say, wait a minute, that doesn't make any sense. So why are the Democrats defending it? There must be a grift somewhere in it. Must be a grift. When you see them trying to defend open borders, sanctuary cities, and tons of illegal immigrants coming in here that aren't vetted, and you say nothing about what they are doing or saying makes sense. So are they just dumb? Or is there some diabolical evil scheme in this that they're covering up? Oh, it's not really about them coming for a better life. It's not that. Oh, it's about them saying cheap labor, NGOs, that we can also get money kicked back to us, and votes. There it is. And I always say, if you ever want to reveal that, all you got to do is say, all you illegal immigrants in the country, right? All 11, maybe 20,000, a million of y'all, all of you. We will give every one of you amnesty and citizenship if you meet at this location and register Republican. Now, you talking about the Democrats going crazy? Trump should do it. Man, that right there would be the ultimate checkmate. One, it would make all of them have to come out and say, get these illegal immigrants out of here. Okay? I don't even know how they can spin it. Trump's manipulating them. He's bullying them into signing up to be Republicans and this and that. And now all of a sudden, these people are they're all coming here because they're white nationalists. They would have to come up with something crazy, man. But if he just said, hey, you know what? There's one way y'all can stay. All of y'all come and register Republican. Y'all can stay. All 20 million or so. Man, you know, they'd be like, come on, everybody. Come on. They'd be like, come on. Vente. Let's go, man. Okay. Gonna be voting for J.D. Vance in 2020. Why you do that, man? Democrats, get out of here. Hey, you gotta go back. Sorry. Smack that mug right out of their hand. So, yep, if we did that, it would definitely show that these people don't care nothing about these illegal immigrants and family separation. They'll be separating them kids like a mug. Nasty Pelosi would take that monkey paw down there and start to building that wall all over the place. Brick by brick. All of them. So here's Elon about to expose them through Doge.
Transgender animal surgeries, or why are we spending money? Why are American tax dollars being spent on this?
Yeah, we don't know.
And the president's gone through a long list of absurd things. Why are the 20 million people who are definitely dead marked as alive?
What? Now, you start making connections like, wait a minute. If these people are in the Social Security database, that's a lot of people. So then where are the checks going that are being sent out? Is there a home or a location? And if the checks are going to some location, who's cashing those checks? And then where's that money going? You just keep following the money. See, only time you would just let all of these people just remain on a database, it's kind of like maybe, these people might have Social Security numbers tied to them that would, you can send ballots. You can send ballots to them too. See? I mean, we might have 2 million or so dead folks that are getting not only Social Security checks, that maybe these people, once they get the check, they just for whatever reason want to donate all of that money right back into the Democrat Party. Who knows? I'm just saying. These 150-year-old people might just be that dedicated to the Democrat Party. I'm going to donate my whole $600 Social Security check this month to Act Blue or something like that. And then, of course, since, this person who died maybe like 60 years ago, they still got an address on file or something, and he was sending out some ballots to them and registered. No wonder all them dead people voted for Joe Biden and all of them. So if you just keep following that, you'll probably find one of the biggest scandals ever. No wonder these Democrats are doing what they're doing.
In the Social Security database.
And brand new reporting in the New York Times today on a confrontation of sorts inside the White House between Elon Musk and several members of Donald Trump's new cabinet.
Now y'all see the tactic? They back to the tactic. See, this is what they got to do. They got to break up that best relationship ever. Yeah, right now, Elon and Trump is like Starsky and Hutch. They're like Bo and Luke. They're like Ponch and John. They're like Cagney and Lacey. So, yeah, they got to break them up by spreading rumors and stuff. I heard they was fighting behind closed doors. Let's see what Trump got to say, because see, we are destroying all of their fake news.
With Donald Trump sort of reduced to the role of spectator, the Times cites 5 people.
Now, this is the same woman who trashed the whole event with DJ, right? Listen to her voice. Donald Trump is like the spectator.
Full with knowledge of the confrontation, reports this about an argument between Elon Musk and Marco Rubio.
Since you last spoke about it yesterday, some details have come out about your cabinet meeting with Elon Musk and some clashes potentially between Secretary Rubio and Secretary
No clash.
Oh, no clash. See, got to go straight to the horse's mouth instead of listening to that witch right there who's trying to go ahead and sow division. She's a talebearer. Yeah, she's a busybody, starting rumors. I heard that Elon Musk said. Unbelievable. So somebody said, love Starsky and Hutch. Yeah. Oh, man. Y'all see, there it is. I done opened it up now. Chips. People talking about chips. Who else was great couples? Let's see. There was, what was Tattoo and man, this funny. Because remember the island, Fantasy Island? I only know Tattoo's name. I'm thinking, what was the guy who ran the island? Yeah, but there was a great, couple. Boss, they're playing. Yeah. The Tango and Cash, there you go. I forgot about that duo. Yeah, man, keep them coming. All right, so now, let's see what Trump got to say about it. He just straight came out like, no, that's not what happened. See, you got to get in there and you got to let them know. That's not what happened. Somebody said, boss, you're right. Was it Mr. Rourke? It probably was. Yep, Mr. Rourke. But he just called him boss. Boss, they're playing.
Was there? You're just a troublemaker.
You're just a troublemaker.
To be asking that question because we're talking about the World Cup.
Yeah, but they want to go ahead and sow division. Yeah, they want to go ahead and spread rumors about what took place. And look what happens.
Elon gets along great with Marco, and they're both doing a fantastic job.
Both
There is
doing
no
a fantastic
clash.
job.
Mr. President, bottom line.
Who are you at?
NBC.
NBC?
No wonder.
No wonder.
NBC. Who has more authority, Elon Musk or the cabinet secretary?
Any other questions?
It's up to that, so.
I don't
Get him out of there. See, so they don't want Doge to keep exposing these Democrats. So now here's Elon Musk. And now the whole thing about Marco is about to come up, and then Elon is about to go straight to the heart of the matter.
Secretary of State Rubio has just come out, I think he tweeted today, he has accepted over 80% of your recommendations to shut down in USAID.
I thought they was fighting, y'all. I thought they was fighting and they hated each other, and the rumor has it.
So your review and analysis was spot on.
Yes. So I think when people criticize, say, what Doge is doing, we say, well, which part specifically? Because we put all of the actions of the Doge team on the Doge.gov website.
Well, y'all hear that? Yeah, for you smart people, just put your reading glasses on your focals, okay? And go right to the Doge website, and you can see all the stuff Doge is doing. But wait a minute. It's all done in secret. He's doing stuff in secret. He's skimming money off of grandma's Social Security check. And he's doing all of this to enrich his friends. And all of the stuff that he's coming up with, talking about the money and this he's finding, they're all lies. They're all lies. It's just a small percentage. And all of these programs, this seem like money is just going to stupid stuff. They're all needed. But yeah, you could go right to the very transparent website and see everything they're doing. Sounds like some oligarch to me. Sound like they're keeping secrets from everybody. The most transparent fascist regime or oligarch ever. Now, do you think Putin's revealing all of that? You think Xi is telling the whole Chinese congregation that, look, this is what we're doing this week? No. This is what we found. This is what our money is. You think they consult with the people? No. But Trump's a dictator. This is the oligarchy and all of that stuff.
And on the Doge handle on X. So we post the receipts. So this action's been taken. This action's been taken. So when we get criticism, we say like, of what?
Today? Yeah. Of making us look bad and revealing that we're corrupt. That's the criticism. See? Elon Musk is mean, he's evil, he's a foreigner, and he needs to go back to his country where he came from. Oh, wait, we can't say that because we're supposed to be inclusive. But he's different because he's a white African American. So therefore, he needs to go back home. White supremacists. And wait, here's Marco right here. We're winning all over the place. Look at this, guys. Look at this.
We made an offer that the Ukrainians have accepted, which is to enter into a ceasefire.
Oh, snap. So we're going to make you an offer you can't refuse. That's what we did. We made the midget man an offer that he couldn't refuse. We're winning all over the place. I mean, just a few days ago, the Democrats talked the midget man out of making that deal. Now the midget man's back. Went over there, ran to the Europeans. They gave him some fake hope. And then at the end of that, but we can't do nothing without the power of the U.S. So therefore, go back to them and accept their deal. Had to come right back. So now look at this. I wonder how they're going to spin this and make it look negative if Trump squashes this war. Because just a minute ago, Trump's cozying up the dictators. If he takes one more piece off the board of them complaining by solving this problem.
And into immediate negotiations to end this conflict in a way that's enduring and sustainable and accounts for their interests, their security, their ability to prosper as a nation. I want to personally thank, we both want to thank the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, His Majesty, for hosting us, for making this possible. They've been instrumental in this process, and we're very grateful to them for hosting us here today. And hopefully we'll take this offer now to the Russians.
So Mini Man came out like Mini Me. Peace. After wreaking all of that havoc, JD, tell me, what kind of negotiation you? Now here he is, Mini Man out there like Mini Me. Peace.
And we hope that they'll say yes to peace. The ball is now in their court. And but again, the president's objective here is number one, above everything else. He wants the war to end. And I think today Ukraine has taken a concrete step in that regard. We hope the Russians will reciprocate.
The way support in entitlement spending, which is which is most of the federal spending is entitlement.
Now here we go. See, this is why they hate the Musk. This is why they all end up in arms and stuff, because he's going into the real nitty gritty entitlement spending. Oh shoot! What did you find up in that mug?
That's like the big one to eliminate. That's the sort of $500 billion, maybe $600-700 billion a year. That is also a mechanism by which the Democrats attract and retain illegal immigrants by essentially paying them to come here.
Entitlements, paying them to come here. You guys, you're here. Welcome to the country. Welcome to your new country. You're Americans in my eyes. You're Americans already in our eyes. Listen. We got some housing for you. We got some, some Social Security for you. I know you just got here, but don't worry. You get Social Security. You're getting some Medicare, some Medicaid. You're getting all of this stuff. Oh, no, I'm not paying for that. The taxpayers got it. Don't worry about this. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But we do have a nice, comfy hotel room over there for you. Okay, and here's a cell phone. Some Vatican care and some community college.
And then turning them into voters.
Yes.
So this is why the Democrats are so upset about
the
situation.
Boy, I tell you, man, that's why they hate this man's guts. They got to be madder than a mug over Trump and him. Yeah, and I'm so proud of Trump because he has empowered them to go in and expose the swamp. And right now, Doge is all in that mug. Like, you see all of this crud right here. Just shine a light on that right there. What is that? You ever seen some stuff so nasty you don't even know what it is? That's how nasty the Democrats are, and all of these dang on, organizations and money go. It's that nasty. Where you like, what is that? No, I'm not touching that. You touch it. Somebody go get something, take some samples. That right there might eat my skin off. That's how much nasty stuff they're finding in the swamp right now. And all these swamp rats is going crazy. And I'm loving it. What else? Show us the other stuff, Elon. Why they mad?
Because they're losing. If we turn off this gigantic money magnet for illegal immigrants, then they will leave.
There you go. And guess what Trump did, y'all? Two wonderful things. One, cut off that money. After a while, you know what? I came to use my food card. They told me I can get free food, and it doesn't work anymore. That's right. Gravy train's over. But you could always go back to your country. No, I'm going back to the hotel, man. You get back there. My car's not working. I can't get into my room. That's right. You can't stay here anymore. Your stuff is right there out on the street. You didn't see it when you walked past there? You didn't recognize your own stuff? No? Okay. Well, that's yours. Go ahead. Go ahead. You can sleep out there if you want. Or you could go back to your own country. Choke out everything that supports this whole mess. Not to mention, he rewired all of those apps that Mucus came up with. There you go. Remember Mucus had that app, that nice, comfortable, convenient app? Hold on, wait, Hector. I know we're playing soccer, but I gotta schedule my asylum. Okay, I'll be there on Thursday. There it is. Now that app is telling everybody, go back. The app is saying, go back. And if you listen to the app and go back, you might be able to register or apply to become an American citizen again. However, if you choose to make us have to come and get your butt, we will never let you come back in this country again. You understand that? You understand that? Boy, genius. They are digging into the Democrats. Boy, I love it.
And they will lose voters.
But you have president's support. He said so again yesterday. He completely supports your operation.
President support. Wow, did y'all hear that? I thought Trump was getting tired of Elon, y'all. That's what the news is saying. I thought they was fighting. That's what the news is trying to say. But instead, Elon is still up in that bad boy revealing the real reason that Democrats are mad. Tell us more, Elon.
Yeah, well, thanks. But that's super. Without the president's support, we couldn't make any progress here. Yeah, I mean, where you'll see the biggest outcry is from the Democrats who are they don't want the waste and fraud to be turned off.
Why?
Because it is a gigantic magnet to attract illegal immigrants and have them stay in the country. I mean, you see some of the crazy stuff, like where money from FEMA, which is meant, FEMA as an agency is meant to take care of Americans in distress.
Americans.
And a bunch of their money was being sent to pay for luxury hotels in New York for illegal immigrants.
But they told us that's not true. No, that's not true. That money was already set aside. It was already set aside for that. You see how the media tried to go ahead and debunk Trump?
And that was happening even after the president was elected, and even after he signed an executive order saying that needs to stop.
What?
So we actually made sure that money did stop going, because it's outrageous that American taxpayer money is spent on luxury hotels for illegals. But you have to say, like, why was that being done?
Why was
it? Because the Democrats are trying to import voters, basically.
Yeah. Bam!
The issue is...
Oh, now, see, we about to end. Look what's happening. They got their assignment now. Come out and attack Doge. Right now, the whole news apparatus, their whole goal right now is stop Doge. Stop them. They're going to ruin everything, man. So now they bring this man right here who's no nonsense on this network. And this one wants to talk to him now about the budget and about Doge and the money that they're cutting, and still try to pretend like nobody's against cutting, and making sure that, however, so watch how he handles her, just like you should handle a dirty, stinking propagandist.
Is the cuts to the benefits versus waste, fraud, and abuse. I think there seems to be a lot of support, right, for waste, fraud, and abuse.
See, that's what they always say, but they never want to even talk about the waste, fraud, and abuse. See, of course, nobody wants that. Nobody wants the waste, fraud, and abuse. But I want to talk about the kids with Ebola. Let's get to the benefits and this and that. Isn't that odd? Isn't that odd how they preface it all the time by saying, I'm sure there's people who want to get rid of the waste, fraud. What people? Where are the Democrats saying we want to work with you, Elon? Yeah, all I hear is Elon Musk is stealing our stuff. Elon Musk is this and that. I don't hear one Democrat coming in and say, all right, I'm here for the meeting. Please, Elon, show us the waste, fraud, and abuse so we can go through it and say, okay, now that needs to go. That definitely needs to go. None of them are doing that. But here she is trying to go ahead and make it appear like, no, I'm not here just to run interference for the Democrats and go after Elon and Trump. No, I'm just going to throw it out there with no references. I'm sure that nobody wants waste, fraud, and abuse. Sound like they want a whole bunch of waste, fraud, and abuse. Because I haven't heard one of them come out and mention one thing that needs to be cut. Not one Democrat. But let's continue.
The issue is that if you talk to folks who
can actually know the amount of waste, fraud,
She's
and
trying.
abuse that you can tackle. They say you can't get that number
What folks?
of the cuts that he's talking about.
What
They say you
folks?
can't balance the budget. Which
That
is
was who's saying that? Huh? Who's saying that? They probably went right down to the romper room. All right, hey kids, what do you think about this waste, fraud, and abuse? It's bad. And you think we can get to the end of that budget right there? You think what's the budget? Well, never mind. Just, you think it's a good idea? No. All right, then we got some professionals. We got references here. How old are you again? 3? Great. Okay. Yeah, I'm wondering, who are these people? Just telling you this. You don't want to mention no names, no agencies, nothing. Yeah, this is coming straight out of your mind, or the Democrats saying, hey, get out there and say this.
obviously something Republicans really want to do without being honest about cutting these entitlements. And yet it seems something that Republicans
Yeah, she's thinking through this very carefully as she's trying to frame this argument right here. And my man is not about to have it. Yeah, he's like, okay, I see where you're going with this. Now I'm about to unleash hell on you.
are reticent to speak honestly about that's what would have to be done.
You know, my daddy was an old educator, and he used to tell me they always invite the people in to fix the problem that created the problem. You're asking the people that created the problem, did they make a mistake? And of course they're going to tell you, no, we didn't make a mistake. This is crazy. Well, nobody imagined any of these millions and billions of dollars that are going out. We're giving $40 million a week to the Taliban
I think
right
these
now.
are.
Oh, yeah, let's interrupt him because you don't want to hear that. That's not what you brought him on there for. Yeah, and notice what he said. The people who created the problem, that would be like us bringing Mucus back in as the Homeland Security Director. Now that I'm in, we're going to go ahead and nominate Mucus. That's what we're going to do over the border again. No, we don't want Mucus nowhere near the border. He should be somewhere near a slammer, the jail cell somewhere. So now, here she is. She got it. They hit her with the interrupting, stopping right there. Okay, that's not the direction we wanted this to go in. Okay, I'm all over it.
People,
Currently,
I think these are people who actually are interested in reducing some of these estimates. They are people who are interested.
What people? Yeah, just throwing it out there, just to make it appear that we're not completely sold on supporting all of this waste, fraud, and abuse that helps keep our party that we serve alive. So I got to keep referencing these mysterious people. Yeah, these innocuous people, these people, I'm just saying, I'm sure there's people out there because if I come across as we support the bureaucracy, we are here to support all of this fake behind companies and NGOs and stuff, all this money, we support every bit of it. The people will rebel against that. They're going to go, whoa. So I got to kind of try to pretend that, no, we ain't saying that you shouldn't, check and see some of it, but what about this stuff right here? So here we go. She's trying, y'all, and he ain't having it. He's about to get her. She's going to get whooped right on national TV.
And being fiscally conservative.
Then why don't they embrace the idea of exposing these things? Why do they want to demonize Trump and they want to demonize Elon Musk? It's ridiculous.
No, they don't.
Man.
I'm just
No, they don't.
Embrace it.
I'm just saying.
They're not. I'm just talking about
Every day. Have you all ever had an idiot in the last,
folks, I'm just talking
3
about the
weeks, an
math.
article on
These she's struggling. Right now, he got her over in that corner like, you hear? Now she's talking delirious. She's sitting there like, nah, I'm just talk. Look, no, the people, no. So what I say again? I'm just saying that the people, he is tenderizing her in that corner. What people? Yeah, what are you talking about? Why aren't they all coming out going, okay, Elon, when is the next meeting? The budget meeting. None of them are doing it. But she got to get out here and try to pretend there's some mysterious people out there that actually wants to correct this. And but I can't tell you who. So now here she is punch drunk because he's beating her up in the corner. Listen to her mumbling out there.
Have you all ever had an idiot in the last,
folks,
3 weeks, an article on
I'm talking about the math. Now, she put together a half-hearted, fractured argument, okay? They just like, look, just get out there and try to make it stick. Look, man, I know if he presses you on the details, it's all going to fall apart, but just try to make it stick. And she's trying to piece it together. Nah, I'm talking about the math, the people. I mean, She don't know what she's doing, and he's giving it to her. Give her some more.
On waste,
Ma'am,
fraud, and abuse.
well, look at the math. If Elon Musk says that he thinks he can find $1 trillion worth of waste, abuse, and fraud, why don't we let him try to see if he can find it? What does that hurt? You know, everybody's trying to be critical. They're attacking the message carrier. And you know, the problem is that this money, you're going to see it going to politicians. And I mean, going out to these NGOs and all these organizations that they claim they're doing a good job, and it's coming right back to Washington and possibly both parties. And I think that's what a lot of these people are afraid of. They're going to get caught with their hand in the cookie jar, and some of these people need to be in handcuffs.
Oh, she wasn't expecting that. Yeah, she's just out there doing the Democrats' bidding, trying to keep some of them probably from being thrown in the slammer. I bet you they're like, please, CNN. If we ever needed y'all, we need y'all now. Come on, man. Change the sentiment. Yeah, this guy's keeping it real. And what I like about it, it was bipartisan criticism. Probably some people in our party too. Boy, I tell you. And I wonder how they're going to go ahead and defend that when it all gets exposed. You see gaps in the teeth. Stacey Abrams, she's now coming out going on the offense when it comes down to addressing that mysterious $2 billion grant that she got somehow. She's on the offense like, they coming after me, y'all. Y'all got to help me, y'all, please, because they lying on me and stuff. I ain't do nothing. And I'm going, You popped up on the radar, 2 billion gaps between the teeth. Yeah, but here she is now. He's telling her like, yeah, corruption, that's what you'll end up finding. Let's see how she responds.
Because Medicaid and Medicare should be a sacred group of people.
Mouth twisted.
We should not be stealing from any group that is trying to help that community. And that is what has happened. We just had a meeting just now in oversight. There are 7 days. Somebody said, well, it's just so infantile, it's so small. And then it turned out, I asked, what's the percentage? And they said 7 to 8%, over $150 billion.
Oh yeah, see, it's just teeny weeny bits of, how much is that? Oh, it's nothing. Well, then tell me how much it is. It's just like a small percentage. Like those dummies that went up to the Capitol talking about their sanctuary cities. And they were asking questions like, so how much did you spend on illegal immigrants? Oh, I mean, it wasn't much, maybe like, I don't know, 1% of our total budget. Well, how much was that, huh? I mean, I don't know for real, but I mean, I can get back with you. Yeah, just get me out of here right about now. You will never hear from me again. But I'm going to act like I don't know how much we spent on them illegals. And then the Asian lady, she's like, oh, we don't keep track of that because we don't look at people as illegals. And when they start finding out those numbers, oh, it was a whole bunch. But that's what they do. Oh, come on. You found all of this waste and stuff, but that's just a small part of the budget. Not small to us, not small to the people that was in North Carolina needing money, got their $750.
That is being misdirected or stolen or whatever through fraudulent or human.
I'm just trying to run interference.
Why don't you all at CNN want to cut that stuff?
I'm trying to do the math. She horrible. They sent her out there. She don't know what she's talking about. I'm trying to do, I really don't know much about this topic. They just told me to come out and do a hit piece, and I got stuck with you who happen to know stuff and ain't gonna let me get out here and just throw garbage out there. Now you just beating me up and making me mumble under my breath. No, I'm just trying the math. That's all I want to do is the math.
I'm trying to do some math with you, talking about math.
You all do not support one cut. CNN, you all do not support one dadgum cut in any of this stuff. You're trying to use the lowest denominator. You're trying to scare the most people to drive the train against Trump, and it's not working. The American people are not buying it, and you all have made a huge error in this because
I'm looking at the numbers. I'm looking at the numbers that Doge has put out themselves. They say they're cutting contracts that have already ended. They say they're cutting a big amount. It turns out it's actually a smaller amount.
So what? See, let me make it all look bad. That's what I'm here to do. I'm here to make it look bad. I haven't heard any of them say, yeah, they should have cut that. Oh, yeah, those 5 things are stupid. They will not give any credibility to Doge by recognizing the stuff that he did find that should be cut. Not the little glitches here or the mistakes here or there. They want to focus on that. They want to nitpick about that, but they will never give you the list of things that they agree with and say, yeah, That all of that stuff on this side right there, all of that is stupid. But here she is trying. Nah, I'm just the math, the cutting.
It's just math, Congressman.
It's just math.
And we're going to continue to
Are you
keep
saying
looking
that
at the
there's
math.
Are you saying there's not? Are you saying there's not? Well, look at the math. Are you saying there's not billions of dollars of waste, abuse, and fraud in federal government? Are you trying to say that? Because everybody out there knows.
I don't need to tell you that. There's CBO estimates. That's what we're trying to discuss is the actual number.
No, what we're trying to do is undermine Doge and make them look reckless. And they're cutting the money from the kids and the cancer research. That's what I'm here to do. Try to save Democrats power and their lives, most likely, if it comes out that they've been skimming money off the top. So finish her.
We're trying to have, at least I'm trying to have an honest conversation with you about the numbers and CBO estimates and the numbers that experts on this
Watch how you
topic
finish her, y'all.
expect there to be. Congressman Tim Burchett, thanks for joining us.
Unnamed experts. Thank you so much for having me.
Unnamed experts, like always. Unnamed experts. I told you, went straight down to the daycare in CNN where they keep their kids. All right, the kids gather around. I got some tough math questions for you. Who's the oldest in here? How old are you? 5? Okay, you're ready then. Do you think Doge is good? What's a Doge? Anyway, do you think Elon Musk is bad? Yeah. So now we're going to find out as we close how the people feel about Doge.
This to me was one of the more shocking figures that I saw. Made me go, wait a minute, hold on wait a second.
Make me do that too.
Whoa, our propaganda isn't working.
What?
It is not working. The American people aren't listening to us. Yeah, no. That's the only reason you'll be shocked by this.
Americans on Trump and Joe's efforts, Musk and Doge should influence government spending and operations. Look at this. 54%. The majority say that he and they should. How about approve of Trump trying to cut staff at government agencies? Again, you get a majority here. 51%. So yeah, Elon Musk might not be that popular, but these cuts and the idea of spending cuts, at least within the federal government and cutting at government agencies, that actually has majority support. I was truly surprised by this, Kate, but the numbers are the numbers.
The numbers are the numbers, Democrats. You can't stop what's coming, y'all. They can't do it. The Trump, the bacon, that didn't work. The bacon line didn't work. Okay, wait a minute. What about our TikTok videos? We getting anywhere? No? The people are mocking us and laughing at us? Okay, what about the paddle balls? Did the paddle balls work? Darn it. Well, they only made us look worse? Okay. Send out CNN and MSNBC. Yeah, there you go. Let's see if that works. No.
There is a view that cuts across Democrat and Republican of people thinking that Washington is too big, bloated federal government, waste, fraud, and abuse. I mean, those are drain the swamp is what people run on over and over again. How do they feel? What do they think they're actually cutting?
Yeah, what do they think they're actually cutting? Democrats want to argue that the type of spending that Musk is cutting is mainly necessary programs, but that comes in at just 36%. The wasteful spending actually wins the plurality here. 42% according to a recent Washington Post Ipsos poll. And I think that's the reason why you see that when it comes to Musk and Doge, you see, in fact, the majority believe he should have some influence because they believe, the plurality believe, that he is cutting wasteful spending.
Woo-wee! I know they hate this guy gets on there with these stats. Right about now, all of these Dems are being cut down, y'all. Tim Burr.
Necessary programs that Democrats are arguing.
Tomato, tomato. I do like Dusk and Moch, though. I think we need to keep that around. But the definition of wasteful is, I think, what is really starting to come into play. So what people necessary to one is wasteful to another. We are seeing that and finding that. How are Americans feeling about the size of the government?
Yeah, so what is exactly going on here? What is sort of driving these numbers underneath? Government is doing too much or too little. Back in 2020, when Trump lost re-election, 54% said too little. By the time he won re-election in 2024, look at that. Too much won the majority, 55%. It was the inverse. So I think there's this real push from the American public to want spending at the U.S. government to drop. And I think that's part of the reason why they're giving Musk and Doge that majority, at least at this point, when it comes to his influence over federal government.
Gut punch. Poop. Take a knee. Suck it in. All of the hyperbole, all of the fake news, all of the Democrats coming out talking about we got the Republicans on the run, all of that, and these numbers are still coming in like this.
I'm running room on this, but that's why I think these numbers show why transparency and what is actually being done, and why the problems of they've made mistakes and putting things up on their wall of receipts that didn't actually happen or not, why that is so important.
I think that's exactly right. We'll have to wait and see what happens. What's popular one moment may not be the next. We'll see.
Yes, we will see. But But right about now, looks like it's working because Doge exposed all of these shenanigans. And the Democrats don't like it. I'm waiting for this to run its course because right now this is up in front and everybody. But once you get done, Elon, I know they got a certain amount of time that they talked about doing this. And they also talking about bringing more people in right now because that's how corrupt the government is at this point. And we want to make sure we hit our deadline. See, I wonder what they're going to do, though, after he finishes this and we done streamline the government, cut all the fat, got rid of all of these fake behind organizations, and the Democrats are stripped down to the bone. They ain't going to have no more Elon to go ahead and attack every single day. And he goes back to doing whatever he's doing. But yet, the swamp drained. Yeah, and I want it drained in every area. Financially, what they're doing, I want it drained over here when it comes down to the DOJ, making sure anybody connected to any shenanigans in the government needs to be investigated. All of them, man. There's so many things on my wish list of investigations that I can barely keep track of it, man. There's so much stuff I'm going, don't forget to look into this. I need to put together my list to look into this. I'm like, don't forget about looking into the mysterious folks that was at J6 with the walkie-talkies. Don't forget to look into what happened to that bomber. Don't forget to look into. It's a whole bunch of don't forget to look into's. Yeah, I know it would be tough for them to get them all in there. But boy, I'm going to put together my wish list of things that I'm going, this needs to be looked into. So we'll see how that goes. So God bless y'all. God bless America. I shall be back tomorrow. Somebody said Gizmo and Nala. Where did I leave them at? I think I'll go ahead and give y'all a dose since they were quiet tonight. And normally they make a noise. Let's see here. All right. All right. Yeah. Okay, geez, oh man. About to trip me. Easy, Tiger, easy. Good grief, look at y'all, man, making me mess. Boy, I tell you, man. Dogs. They act in the food, man. They act in the food. They're like, nah, please, pick me up. All right, hold on, let's see. Now y'all done messed my camera up. That's it. Somebody's gonna get hurt for that. Okay. All right, which one of y'all? Who wants to go first? All right, come here. Come here. It's Gizmo. Yeah, Gizmo right now. Yeah, he's been, for whatever reason, loving on Nala lately. Yeah, remember, this was the Nala that he hated when I first brought her home. Hey, stop jumping up. Yeah, he hated her when I first brought her home until she hit a certain age. Then he's like, oh, I don't know what it is. There's a yawn. Yeah. Now you love Nala, don't you, Gizmo? Too much. He loved her too much to where I got to keep his butt isolated sometimes. And then here she is. She's so immature. She has no idea what Gizmo's trying. She thinks Gizmo's playing, y'all. She think he's playing. Gizmo be dead serious. She be like, you're so silly, boy. Yeah, what are you doing now? What are you doing? Yeah? You in some mischief? Did you poop somewhere? Don't look that way. I know you pooped somewhere. I know some poop. She probably got it hidden. I told y'all, she goes through more trouble hiding the poop than she does just going outside and using it. I'm like, man, you sitting there with a tape measure to hide the poop. Like, all right, I can build a trap door in the wall, put the poop in there. He'll never find it. Why didn't you just go outside and use it? No, it's too easy. I want it to be hard. Anyway, so thanks for kicking it with me tonight. Don't forget, I'll be back here at the same time tomorrow. And if you want to support the channel, you can do it through my Cash App, PayPal, or just check out Kevin's Corner Store. Don't forget to subscribe to my alternative channel and like my video. And yeah, if there's videos you haven't liked, go back and like those too. All right. We'll see y'all tomorrow, same time, same place, man. I got to go get some nourishment and do some more work before I hit the sack. So, This is awesome. The growls of love. I know you see the way we tear up the place, yeah. Take care. Gizmo up here growling. That's a growl of love, y'all. Take care.